Changes at Gitmo means new uncertainty for the 9/11 families, already waiting years now to see justice for those accused of masterminding the attacks. And in one case, Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, it appeared they were on track to get just that. Ernest Strada lost his son on 9/11. Mr. Strada, good morning to you.
Good morning, Bill.
What do you think of this idea?
Absurd, and I'm appalled that the president, in one of the first actions he's taken, is going to bend to the far left and to a campaign promise that he made to supporters, rather than prioritize what has been protecting this nation and what has been policy to date.
Well, it's an executive order that has up to 12 months to be completed, and any time within that time it could be reversed, it could be extended. Does that give you any consolation?
I understand that the order, and I had an opportunity to read it, said it furthers the national security and foreign policy interests and the interests of justice. I don't agree with that. I'm a firm believer in, if something's not broken, you shouldn't try to fix it. And I believe that the policy of the country and this nation since 9/11 with regard to the detainees has been the right policy. I'm a product of a family who was raised during the Depression. I lived as a young teenager through World War II, and I've been a public official for 33 years. The loss to my family has been severe. To do what the president is contemplating doing now deepens wounds of the people of this nation that will never heal. And I'm appalled that, he's moved so quickly to do something that's so dramatically different than what's been policy for 7 years.
I certainly appreciate your comments, Mr. Strada, and thank you for sharing that with us. What about the possibility of a civilian court or even a new terror court to be established here in the U.S.? You don't like that idea at all, do you?
I don't like the idea at all. They are illegal combatants. They are enemies of this country. They continue to be unremorseful. They continue to speak wildly about the threats that they want to carry out on the people of this nation. What happened on 9/11 was an act of war. I'll never think that it was anything other than that. We lost more people on 9/11 than we did in the attack on Pearl Harbor. And it just amazes me that we have this September 10th mindset with certain elements of this nation that now, including some of the media, that now are compelling the president to think that this is probably a good thing to do. It's not a good thing to do. It's a terrible thing to do.
Mr. Strada, thank you. Ernest Strada lost his son on 9/11.